We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California.
I'm Maurice with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Monday Night Football, Saints, Dolphins, Jalen Waddle. The rookie returned from the COVID list to catch 10 passes for 92 yards and a touchdown, and the Dolphins beat the shorthanded Saints 20-3, becoming the first team ever to win 7 straight games after losing 7 in a row. Waddle 5 receptions shy of Anquan Bolden's rookie record of 101. Elsewhere, Jimmy Garoppolo's status for Sunday's game against the Texans, uncertain. The Niners quarterback suffered a torn ligament and fracture in his right thumb early in Thursday's loss against the Titans. And Miles Sanders broke his right hand against the Giants on Sunday and will miss this week's game versus Washington. Sanders to be reevaluated next week. The Eagles sit in the 7th and final playoff spot in the NFC. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Velvety paper feel, exquisite colors, stunning scale. At Staples, we sweat the details and quality of every print project. Stop by Staples and try our Print Big Promise. We're committed to getting your print job right, to treating your small business like a big deal, and guiding you from start to finish. Get 20% off signs, banners, and posters when you spend $75 or more. Offer ends January 1st. Visit staples.com/services/printing for details. Staples, where small business prints big.
Taco Bell presents a get-out-of-bedtime story. It's time to wake up from this amazing dream, even though you're jet skiing on lemonade. How extreme! And oh, look at that, you just won the lottery. Is that a castle? Take the keys, it's your property. What's better than swimming in space? Just wait for the big reveal. It's Taco Bell breakfast and it's actually real. So it's time to wake up and bid your dreams farewell, because toasted breakfast burritos are waiting for you, only at Taco Bell. Participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only.
Well, good day. It is we made it to a Tuesday, 28th day of December, 2021. I do that in the morning, Sheen, just so I can remind myself what day it is.
I understand. I saw you write it down in the palm of your hand.
Yes, yeah.
Just don't wash your hand.
Exactly. And I know Dr. Fauci says, wash your hands all the time, but that's where I keep all my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you've also got an eraser, don't you? One of those ink erasers, just in case you, can't get it off.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyways,
do you remember learning to write with a pen dipped in ink?
It was more of a novelty for me at my age, but I remember the thing, and you pulled the ink, with the little lever on it into the pen, and then you wrote. And so it was neat. It was kind of the end of the era. Yes, the fountain pen. Mm-hmm. Okay. I just wondered. I don't know why that came back to me, other than typically with the fountain pen, you had ink stains all over your shirt, your pocket, your hands, and everything else. Yeah, well, and that's why, those pocket carriers or protectors, as they were called, although I never saw them protect much of anything. Nope. Well, are you ready for birthdays? I'm ready. Okay, big shot birthdays. Actor Nichelle Nichols of Star Trek is 89. Actor Maggie Smith, 87. Edgar Winter, the Werewolf of London, is 75. Actor Denzel Washington, 67. Actor Chad McQueen is 61. Actor Malcolm Getz, 58. Comedian Seth Meyers is 48. Actor Brendan Hines is 45. Actor Joe Manganiello is 45. Actor Vanessa Ferlito is 44. Singer John Legend is 43. And he does sing. Got an amazing voice. Yeah. And has put out some really, really good music. If I'm not mistaken, John is from Seattle, Washington. Well, right down the street from Jimi Hendrix, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Music was different, but yes, same location. Actor Andre Holland is 42. Actor Sienna Miller, 40. Actor Beau Garrett is 39. Actor Thomas Dekker is 34. Actor Mackenzie Rosman,
32, actor Mary Charles Jones. 20, actor Miles Brown is 17. You want the local ones?
I want the local ones, yes.
We got local. We have birthday wishes going out today to Daniel Cervantes, Lorraine Vernon, Ruben Miranda, Mickey Higuera, Sylvia Avila, Isaiah Bustamante, Renee McIlvaney, Lan Chu Lee, Noeli Avila, Tandy Castaneda, Fernanda Cano, Danny Sosa, Nick Montano, Alan Alvarez, Patricia Gastelum, Michelle Cosio, and Maria Arvizo. Happy birthday from Kxo. Yeah. And celebrate right there, smack dab in the middle between Christmas and New Year's, right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's for sure.
So let's see. New Year's coming up. New Year's Eve Friday.
Right. New Year's Friday.
Yeah.
Sliding into home base, slowly but surely.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, the Blue Angels will be arriving today or tomorrow. We'll have to check with NAFL Centro and double check on that one. But I believe it's today or tomorrow.
That's a little bit, in my remembrance, it's a little bit earlier than normal for them.
Well, what is normal?
Well, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, like you said, we'll have to find out.
Okay. And what else is going on? Well, Pam and I have big plans for New Year's Eve. We will actually stay up till 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's midnight somewhere.
Yes.
That's all that counts.
We're not really much of party people, so it'll be a nice, quiet New Year's Eve.
Well, I could, give the party people your address and say, this couple would really appreciate a visit from you, just to kind of, make it a special Thanksgiving. Make it a special New Year's to remember.
Yes. Well, I'm sure we've got enough neighbors that will be shooting off fireworks that...
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Somehow, somewhere, sometime, we're going to catch that person.
Yeah, well...
Maybe.
Yeah, somebody is shooting off some really big stuff.
Big stuff, yeah. Somebody's going to get hurt or going to cause a fire or both or... Not good.
Yeah, finding them is the hard part.
Yes, I guess it is.
And, every year around the 4th of July and New Year's and intermittent holidays, we get the calls with the lost dogs because the fireworks really gets to them.
Yeah, in fact, I've got so many dogs now, I don't know what to do with all of them,
Are you babysitting again?
Oh, no,
they hang around. Okay.
Yeah, and so, I've got this one and this one over here and this one. Not really, but...
Okay. And your cats tolerate them?
Yeah, I guess toleration is what we would call it. But even the feline is not, some of them, like some dogs, doesn't really faze them much.
Yep. And if you have a dog that is really bothered by the loud noises and that, daughter Amy in Omaha, where they have a lot of thunderstorm activity, they make what's called a thunder vest. And it has a real calming effect on the pooch.
Well, does it play special music or something? Or
no, I think it's just kind of comforting.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tell me where I can sell those.
Well, I think you could probably call your neighborhood pet store, and they'll hook you up, or just go online. You'll find one.
Yeah. I tell you what, I'd be tempted to see if I could corner that market.
Well, she says it works.
Oh yeah, I'm sure she does.
Yep. Okay.
No, I had not heard about that one.
Yeah,
I missed it.
Okay, we've got real news if you're ready.
I'm ready, Roy.
Okay, it's a look at World in California news headlines right now, brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Brief. New guidelines for people with asymptomatic COVID are intended to get people back to work sooner. CBS's Alex Tin.
The CDC cutting the recommended isolation period down from 10 days to just 5 days, as long as they wear a mask and don't have symptoms.
COVID-induced staffing shortages among airline employees are still causing problems. CBS's Tom Hansen.
Many holiday travelers remain stranded this morning.
We got delayed twice and then finally canceled.
More than 1,400 flights were canceled across the U.S. yesterday, and hundreds more have already been canceled today.
A legal first in the social media world. CBS tech reporter Dan Patterson.
TikTok is being sued by a former content moderator who alleges the tech firm failed to protect her from quote-unquote constant exposure to traumatic content.
So far, there's been no comment on the suit from TikTok. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. An investigation is underway into a fatal airplane crash in El Cajon last night. Lakeside Fire Chief Don Buck says it will take time to piece together what happened.
There's very little left of the aircraft. What's left is burned.
It's unknown how many people were on board the Learjet. The pilot was able to avoid hitting any homes as the plane crashed. LAPD has released body camera video from last week's fatal officer-involved shooting at a Burlington coat factory in North Hollywood. It included 911 calls from frantic employees describing the rampage.
I had a hostile customer in my store attacking customers. He's breaking things. He's using one of those bike locks.
A 14-year-old girl was accidentally killed as officers shot the suspect. And finally, that massive snowstorm in the Sierra has left about 69,000 PG&E customers without power. Interstate 80 remains closed between Colfax and the Nevada state line. However, Highway 50 has reopened. Steve Clausen, California News.
And World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning, heating, and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today.
Exergen would like you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate. The study also reports that they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy in labeling. We can't afford to tolerate the rampant false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Yes, Ms. Tubbs. No problem. I'll call someone about the plumbing.
One of Beatrice's properties needs a new superintendent.
The custodial team is not
someone with handyman superpowers and a concierge alter ego.
Does anyone know any good electricians near Parkville?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's page one of the local news, page one of the service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
County Board of Supervisors will meet today, being Tuesday. They have a recommendation for you.
They recommend the meeting be viewed via live stream. Live stream is available on the county website. If you do attend, a mask will be required. Social distancing is enforced. There is one action item on the agenda. Sheriff Ray Loetta will ask the board for a budget amendment resolution. It's for the amount of $438,300. Purchase 8 new police responder pickups with funding for fuel and maintenance. The supervisors will hold a public hearing. They will adjourn as the Board of Supervisors and convene as the Gateway CSA Board of Directors. The hearing is to consider the public input on the Gateway County Service Area proposed water and wastewater rate increase. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Attorney General Merrick Garland has appointed Randy Grossman as U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of California. Grossman is no stranger to the job, since he has served as acting attorney for the district since the resignation of Robert Brewer in February of this year. Grossman was administered the oath of office on December the 26th and will serve for an interim period of 120 days until a presidential appointee is confirmed, which comes first, or whichever comes first. Grossman became an assistant U.S. attorney in September of 2020. The Southern District of California encompasses San Diego and Imperial counties. KXO News Time 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires sold at Quick Lane, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane service advisor. Now we're talking the best brands available: Michelin, Continental, Pirelli, Dunlap, Kelly, Bridgestone, and more. And we're talking the best price. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro.
One big holiday down. George Gale has more.
The next one is this weekend. Residents have a week to recuperate from the Christmas weekend and get ready for the New Year's weekend. The county non-emergency offices will be closed Thursday and Friday. IID's offices will be closed just on Friday. City government, however, varies. The city halls in Brawley and El Centro will be closed Thursday and Friday. Others have not said. If you have business with any of the government offices, it may be wise to call ahead for their holiday hours. California Highway Patrol will go back into their maximum enforcement period starting at 6:01 Friday evening and continuing until 11:59 Sunday night. New Year's is considered a drinking holiday, which means law enforcement will be paying particular attention, looking out for impaired drivers. Designated driver is highly recommended for those partying this weekend. Federal and state offices will also be closed Friday, but not all stores will alter their hours. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Laura Doobie, superintendent of the McCabe Union Elementary School District, will ride on the Rotary International float in the 133rd installment of the Rose Parade on Saturday, January the 1st of 2022, thanks to the fundraising efforts of the Rotary Club of El Centro. Doobie will be one of 3 individuals representing education who will ride on this year's Rotary float. This year, the theme of the Rotary float is Changing Lives Through Education, which aligns with one of the organization's areas of focus, basic education and literacy. A 16-foot tall owl reigns over the Rotary float to embody both the spirit of self-improvement and the organization's determination to make the tools of education available to everyone across the globe. Books, a quill, and a hybrid apple globe to symbolize the importance of education throughout the world help fill out the colorful float. At a recent El Centro Rotary Club meeting, Doobie said she felt honored and humbled that she was invited on the float. I never dreamed something like this could happen, she said. As an educator for 30 years, I am just very honored. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
At Burgers and Beer, we want you to be happy, live happy, work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great service too. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
Page 2 of the Local News and the weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, auto and home insurance as well.
Continuing with more local news, Brawley Christian Women's Club, well, they're back in business. George Gale explains.
The club has been inactive for the past 2 years due to the pandemic. They will have their first post-COVID luncheon at 12 p.m. on Tuesday, January 4th. Luncheon will be held at the Social Hall of Gateway Church, 4249 Highway 86 in Brawley. Cost is $13. Special guest will be Lily Knowles. You have a stress? Well, Lily will provide solutions to deal with the mess of stress. Reservations and cancellations are a must. To make a reservation or cancellation, call Diane Griffith at 1-800-1760-791-6450. That's 1-760-791-6450 by December 30th. Preschool nursery is provided. Reservations and sack lunch are required for the children. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
County announces holiday schedule. Non-emergency Imperial County offices will be closed Thursday and Friday this week. In observance of the New Year's holiday, most County of Imperial government offices will close. The Sheriff's Office and Fire Department will be operational. All county departments and facilities will resume normal hours of operation on Monday, January the 3rd. And finally, 46 pounds of methamphetamine has been seized. Here's more on that story.
It happened last week. El Centro Sector Border Patrol agents working the Indio area. The agents encountered a 2013 Volkswagen on Interstate 10. They conducted a stop just east of the Gulf Center Parkway exit. A Border Patrol K-9 detection team assisted in the stop. K-9 alerted to the trunk of the vehicle. During the inspection, agents found a spare tire, what was unusually heavy. A more detailed inspection resulted in the discovery of 9 packages. It was determined the substance in the packages was methamphetamine. Driver, 23-year-old male, and a passenger, 53-year-old female. The vehicle and the narcotics were taken to the Indio station for processing. It was determined the packages weighed 47.7 pounds, with the meth had an estimated value of $82,200. It was determined the driver and passenger of the vehicle were U.S. citizens. The driver, vehicle, and narcotics were all turned over to the Department of Homeland Security investigations. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says several fast-moving weather systems will pass through the region this week, providing periodic chances for precipitation. The best chances should occur today and Friday, with the Imperial and Yuma Valleys experiencing some rain showers. Higher terrain will have snowfall. The greatest weather impacts should occur late in the week. The weather pattern may shift next week, allowing the cooler, unsettled conditions to be replaced by drier weather and moderating temperatures. 61 our high yesterday, 52 the low. Wind gusts peaked at 38 miles an hour yesterday. There was a trace of precipitation. It will be sunny today with a high near 62. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles an hour. A 20% chance of showers after 1 p.m. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 43. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. A 10% chance of showers after 4 a.m. Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 64. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. A 30% chance of showers, mainly after 10 a.m. tomorrow. 52 degrees, 62% relative humidity, wind out of the west 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services. Here's an idea. Take a day and visit the Peanut Patch in Yuma. The Peanut Patch. Well, it's a delightful place. You're going to find all sorts of neat things, great gift ideas. And, of course, you're going to find delicious homemade chocolates. You're going to find fresh English toffee, pecan turtles made from a special recipe from scratch at the Peanut Patch. You're going to find so many things, and you're going to find nice people who give you a smile and offer suggestions that you'll love. The Peanut Patch. Head east from Imperial Valley to Avenue 3E, exit from Interstate 8. Turn right, that's south, past MCAS Yuma, till you come to East County 13th Street. Turn left and go about a mile and a half, and you're at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. So many delicious things. It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information. Well, Monday Night Football, the Dolphins whipped the Saints 20-3. Well, it was almost the Saints, almost the Dolphins. So many players on the COVID-restricted list. And the San Francisco 49ers say starting quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo has a torn ulnar collateral ligament of the right thumb, as well as a fracture of that thumb. Got to hurt.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneers services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, Western Michigan, the Broncos beat up on Nevada 52-24 in the Quick Lane Bowl. I got the report from my brother and brother-in-law who were at the game in Detroit. And tonight, it's the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl at Petco Park. UCLA and North Carolina State will tee it up. Meanwhile, NBA action, Hornets hammered the Rockets 123-99. Bulls beat up on the Hawks 130-118. Timberwolves got by the Celtics 108-103. It was the Jazz 110, Spurs 104. Grizzlies nipped the Suns 114-113. And the Mavericks pounded the Trailblazers 132-117. Nets over the Clippers 124-108. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information. Pioneers, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. We'll jump right into financial news and a brief look at the weather. All brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Tencent Holdings Riot Games said yesterday it has agreed to pay $100 million to settle a 2018 gender-based discrimination class action lawsuit with California state agencies and current and former women employees. The company said it will pay $80 million to the members of the class action suit, comprising all current and former full-time women employees and temporary agency contractors in California who worked from November 2014 to the present. An additional $20 million will be paid towards attorney fees and miscellaneous expenses. Meanwhile, Goldman Sachs plans to require COVID boosters. And if you don't want to get the booster, you're going to have to get tested twice weekly. News of the new health policies first reported earlier this week. And what's happening on Wall Street? Kind of a mixed bag right now. The Dow Jones Industrials up 159 points at 36,460. The S&P 500 up 6 points at 47.97. The NASDAQ down 22 points at 15,849. Meanwhile, gold up $4.50 an ounce. Oil continues to rise. Oil up 47 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. Being located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
It will be mostly sunny today with a high near 62. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting as high as 25 miles an hour. There is a 20% chance of showers after 1 p.m. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 43. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. A 10% chance of showers after 4 a.m. Wednesday, it will be partly sunny with a high near 64. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. A 30% chance of showers, mainly after 10 a.m. tomorrow. And right now, we have 54 degrees downtown El Centro, 57% relative humidity. The wind out of the west-southwest, 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 25 miles per hour at times. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. Don't forget, Southwest Security also offers 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal. You'll find them at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. CBS News coming up just ahead.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Peter King in Orlando. The COVID surge has surged past the 500,000 mark. Monday's new cases setting a one-day record, according to Johns Hopkins data. Health officials say some of this may be a backlog from the holiday weekend, many cases reflecting the spread of the Omicron variant. This is former CDC Director Dr. Tom Frieden.
We wish we knew more. We wish we knew how severe Omicron is going to be, but we won't know that for a few weeks. We wish we were able to protect kids under age 5, but currently we don't have a vaccine for that.
The lines are long at testing sites in St. Louis. This woman says she waited for 2 hours.
We got tested today because we had Christmas with my family, and then we also traveled to Mexico for a wedding.
FlightAware.com says today's U.S. cancellations have passed the 800 mark again. Staffing issues get the blame, and even though the quarantine time is now reduced for asymptomatic workers, the airlines haven't caught up yet. Ron Glass is on a delayed flight out of Raleigh-Durham. He's also related to an airline employee. It says carriers are desperate to keep flying.
I have a niece who is a flight attendant with American, and over Thanksgiving, they're offering them like triple pay to work that week, and she said she was going to work because she needed the money.
The Pacific Northwest still feels like the frozen tundra of Green Bay, less than 30 degrees in Seattle, just over 30 in Portland, Oregon. CBS News meteorologist Jeff Baradelli.
Record cold temperatures bleeding south from British Columbia. Most of the core of the cold is across British Columbia, but it's moving into the Pacific Northwest in the U.S. as well, and across the Canadian border into North Dakota. So it's very cold with some record lows.
There's a new crackdown on rights activists, independent media, and opposition supporters in Russia. Reporter Felix Light is in Moscow.
The Russian Supreme Court has ordered the closure of the country's oldest human rights organization, Memorial, for violating Russia's controversial foreign agent laws. Memorial researched Soviet-era repressions and advocated for human rights in modern Russia. But state prosecutors accused the group of blackening the Soviet Union's World War II record.
When it comes to kids and smoking, British researchers say, for better or for worse, Parents still lead by example.
The film from Britain's National Health Service says teens whose parents smoke are 4 times more likely to take up smoking themselves. Expert Nick Hopkinson says that message is aimed at parents.
Most people who smoke actually started smoking themselves when they were children. So if we can kind of break that cycle, that's going to produce a huge health benefit sort of now and for future generations as well.
The goal, to get smokers to make New Year's resolutions to give up for the sake of their children. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 165 points. The NASDAQ is down 9. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
So the sales right now at Kohl's, I mean, you won't want to miss these deals. I got 60% off holiday decor, so I'm set for next year. Fleece for under $20 and 60% off bedding. Even better, I used the Kohl's cash I earned from my holiday shopping, got an extra 20% off, and earned even more Kohl's cash. Who's ready to ring in the savings? Select styles ends January 2nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Give the gift they want this year. A new iPhone 12 from Pure Talk for just $479. Pure Talk gives you great prices and great 5G coverage with unlimited talk, text, and 6 gigs of data for just $30 a month. The average family saves over $800 a year. Just dial pound 250 and say Jill 50, and you'll save 50% off your first month and save on a new iPhone. Dial pound 250 and say Jill 50. Some restrictions apply. See site for details.
Talk about being tightly wrapped.
Scientists have gotten a first-hand look at a royal mummy, pristinely preserved 3,500 years ago without disturbing its near-perfect wrappings. The Wall Street Journal says they used computed tomography scans for the first time to digitally unwrap the remains of an Egyptian pharaoh discovered at a burial site near Luxor. Findings published in the journal Frontiers in Medicine reveal a king who stood 5 feet 6 inches tall, had an oval face with protruding teeth, arms crossed, and a pierced left ear, who may have died of an infection. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
It's been a record-breaking year for SpaceX. They've launched more than 30 rockets from 3 sites. Now they'd like to add another launch pad at the Kennedy Space Center for its huge Starship. The first new pads since the 60s. There are big environmental concerns. The land is not a wildlife refuge, and there's a popular beach nearby. Peter King, CBS News.
Who's the honcho around here?
Carroll Buckley.
I am. Who are you?
Carroll Buckley.
Broadcast me out on the radio. 12:30.